Mahama's ministerial nominees before approving them. The Deputy Speaker must submit himself to oral. This is not from Mr. Baka Vorma. And that's where we end that on our side. It's fake. Some preliminary investigation has shown that this statement appeared on, do you have it?
MPP Projects Bureau.
Well, I'm just quoting, where is it? Yeah. Bureau. There's a document they suppose that has a title, without being partisan, I'm just quoting, it's a MPP Projects Bureau. We can forward where the post appears. That's we have to search before we got there. I'm not saying that that's any partisan with any partisan interest, but I will just factually where it appeared. So we would not want to speak to that. As I said, it's not us. The second one pertains to the matters in the first paragraph. He says, so, the Speaker, with your permission, so all the monies the ministerial appointees are being asked to pay to the appointments committee just to get approved are those ones not affected by oral strange republic. The chairman, we want to say that yes, this is a post from Mr. Vorma, which he put up on his Facebook, formerly Twitter, Facebook and X, formerly Twitter account. Now, the point about that statement, we'll just briefly state, is that it was not directed at the appointments committee in any way.
Now, that was the lead counsel for Oliver Baka-Vorma, or Nana Ato-Dadzie, refuting statement made allegedly by his client Oliver Baka-Vorma. But meanwhile, Oliver Baka-Vorma has apologized to the Parliamentary Appointments Committee for accusing them of demanding money from ministerial nominees before granting their approval after being vetted. Now, speaking during his appearance before the committee on Wednesday, January 29, 2025, Mr. Baka-Vorma stated that his comments were not intended to harm the committee's reputation.
I am saying here clearly that my post was not intended to disparage members of the committee, and I have not intended to say that members of this committee have received or demanded bribes from various individuals. At no point was my statement intended to communicate same, and for those reasons, I apologize. Mr. Chair, the reason why I have left the post on and not deleted it, in fact I did contemplate it, was because I saw that the words had been twisted and that it became imperative on me that I maintain the post in its original form. That if I was questioned on it, reference can be made to be able to verify it. This is the reason why it wasn't deleted.
So now that it's been resolved,
would you want to pull it down?
Will you want to pull it down?
Mr. Chair, I am happy to. As the conversation has generated, as indicated, and the clarity has been brought to it, I'm happy to.
Sure. You are hereby advised to also do a disclaimer. A disclaimer of what you claim you are not responsible. Then we can pick it up from there.
Most grateful. I reiterate again categorically, and for all intents and purposes, as I have done 4 days ago and continue to do, that I have at no point uttered those words. All I know about the statement that appeared on an MPP Projects Bureau Facebook account. That's it. I don't know the source of it.
Thank you very much. You may now proceed to let us have copies of your disclaimer at the various platforms.
Most grateful, my chair. I'm happy to provide same.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Oliver Baka-Vorma, who appeared before the Parliamentary Appointments Committee. Now, what is the resolution from this statement? Well, Parliament has asked them to issue a disclaimer to the posts he claims are not authored by him, and then he says that there's going to be an investigation into who the sources of the post are, and then as and when it is done, well, the public will be known and notified. But then he has offered an apology to the committee, stating that, well, the statements weren't meant to, harm the reputation of the committee, but, well, he was just acting on information from a whistleblower. Away from that, now the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has officially announced the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger from the regional bloc effective yesterday, Wednesday, January 29, 2025. Now, in a press statement released by the ECOWAS Commission, the regional bloc emphasized its commitment to regional solidarity and outlined transitional measures to minimize disruptions for citizens and business during this period. The withdrawal of the three communities marks a shift in the regional dynamics of West Africa, as Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have been key players in ECOWAS's integration agenda. And despite their exit, ECOWAS has reaffirmed its dedication to maintain open doors for future collaborations and engagement with these countries. Let's run you through the statement released by the ECOWAS. Now, the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, the Republic of Mali, and the Republic of Niger from the ECOWAS has become effective today. That was yesterday, Wednesday, January 29, 2025. However, in the spirit of regional solidarity and in the interest of the people, as well as the decision of the ECOWAS authority to keep ECOWAS doors open, all relevant authorities within the ECOWAS, within and outside ECOWAS member states are requested and required to recognize national passports and identity cards bearing ECOWAS logo held by the citizens of Burkina Faso, the Republic of Mali, and the Republic of Niger until further notice. Continue to treat goods and services coming from the three countries in accordance with the ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme and investment policy. Allow citizens of the three affected countries to continue to enjoy the right of visa-free movement, residence, and establishment in accordance with the ECOWAS protocols until further notice. Provide full support and cooperation to ECOWAS officials from the three countries in the course of their assignment to the community to facilitate the discussion on these modalities with each of the three countries. This message is necessary to avoid confusion and disruption in the lives and businesses of our people during this transition period. And that was a statement from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, where it announced the withdrawal of three countries, Burkina Faso, the Republic of Mali, and Niger, from the regional bloc. Now, away from that, let's do some environmental news, where in accordance with the Environmental Protection Act 2025, Act 1124, the Environmental Protection Agency has announced its transition to the Environmental Protection Authority. Now, in a document cited by MX24 News, the transition repeals the Environmental Protection Agencies Act 1994, as well as the Act 940, and strengthens the environmental protection in Ghana. Now, let's run you through the statement released by the Environmental Protection Agency. And this says the Environmental Protection Agency has officially has transitioned to the Environmental Protection Authority. Well, this seems unclear, but if you visit MX24 News or mx24.app/voting voices, you can read the full details of the statement released by the Environmental Protection Agency. What this means is that, you know what, now the name Environmental Protection Agency has now transitioned to the Environmental Protection Authority. Still EPA, but agency, but now authority and not an agency. Now let's move on to some international news, and this is quite sensitive. Now, only one person has survived a plane crash in South Sudan, which killed 20 oil workers who were aboard, the government has said, and the government of Sudan says. Now, the plane, which was heading to the capital, Juba, crashed 3 minutes after take near the oil fields in the Unity State on Wednesday morning. Now, among the victims are 5 foreign nationals, now 2 Chinese, 1 Indian, and 2 Ugandan crew members. Now, the 15 other victims were all South Sudanese. The cause of the crash has not yet been determined, but authorities say that they are investigating to get to the bottom of this. Quite sad news coming in from Sudan, but yeah, this is what happened over the past 24 hours. Yeah,
and only
Ghana.
one person survived?
Only one person survived.
Wow.
One person survived. And then there was a video I saw of the person. It was
not looking good.
I survived, but
survived
with a lot of injuries. To be a miracle if he, I'm not predicting, but it would be a miracle if he really survives. But yeah, that's what's happening. ECOWAS. I think we saw this coming because as of last year when
We've never been in favor of this takeover.
Never
been. They have tried to be in rooms with them, tried to talk them out of it. But I think that ECOWAS is gradually failing at certain things.
Right.
Now, if the people of these countries were complaining about a certain condition, nobody intervened. However, when there was an intervention, no, I would not call it an intervention because of its security, what do you call it, connections. So I'm not going to call it an intervention. But if there's a takeover that the country feels safe in their hands, the conversations shouldn't be we're taking them out. It's not the right way to take over a government. I'm not going to.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and agree to that. But I'm just saying that if this is how the country could get better, what is the core purpose of ECOWAS?
Right.
To make the communities or the countries that belong to this community safer and better economically, better livelihood for the people. So shouldn't a conversation of where do we move on from here? How do we help you manage? You've already taken over the country anyway. It's illegal, but you have taken over. How do we help you do this the right way? Because the reason for this coup, right, is not for authority, right? I mean, based on what we've heard, is because the country isn't just functioning properly economically. And so they're finding ways. How are we able to give them a better option and then get these, maybe military rulers out of the way, get a leader that can help?
Right.
I don't know how these conversations go, but I just don't feel they're taking them out of, because then it's not just about these people that took over. It's not about the military that took over. It's about the people. And you see that they've left. They said they left the window open or a door opening. This one is garage, a very big garage open, because they are still benefiting from ECOWAS. So what is the point? Is this some sort of a punishment?
So I think it is. So in the transition period, so it's going to take a while.
Oh, we have seen them take very drastic measures where immediately they catch you of whatever benefits there is. You get. So if you've left this garage open, then why don't you just have proper conversations? Because clearly these people are pretty stubborn. I mean, we've seen them.
with regards to Burkina Faso, I think apart from the economy, they have the mentality of this colonial
the French.
Because he's decided to remove everything colonial. And including their language. That's the first-hand language. That's French.
So they're not speaking French anymore.
It's no more the official language.
No more the official language, but definitely they cannot.
That particular one.
You get it. So I think it. I mean, for them,
there's a whole mind shift.
It's a whole mind shift.
You
get it. Like, let's remove that colonial thing. It's not. Let's be independent. You get it. That's what I think.
And is that not what Nkrumah and co have been fighting for the entire life for? That the African sub-region will feel like African, and there will be no element of the colonial masters. Like, at what point can we sell our own authentic story to those who ruled over us? And I tell you what, my father and I, we have this argument all the time. We're like, what, we should rent Ghana to a foreign country for a day. My dad and I were on this position together. They are renting no Mumbai, because there's certain things that just don't make sense.
But which country do you want to rent?
Please, I'm not going to mention it. Maybe America. Maybe Donald Trump. We went to Donald Trump for a week.
Right. But
Donald Trump for a week.
Because obviously Donald Trump is working like he's
I know, right?
He's been there for a year.
You know how that news is true. Getting divorced now, it's not a lucrative. In terms of like, okay, I'll be with you.
Contract marriage.
There was that. But it's more dominant in the UK. In the UK, they say if the woman files for divorce and there are certain things that don't favor you, might end up losing everything. Yeah.
Ellie, that's all for the morning news on the AM Club. But remember, when you visit MX24 News on Instagram or MX24GH on Instagram as well as mx24.app/voting voices, you can read the latest news and updates and be in the know, especially as Samuel Nate George, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, as well as Kofi Idi Adams and the plethora of ministerial designates will take the seat at the Parliamentary Appointment Committee table. You don't want to miss updates when you visit all our socials. But that's all. My name is Augustine Edem Kobe Toussaint. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toussaint, for coming through. We're getting into some sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com. News, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest Broken Pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24, fun, fearless and factual.
Well, thanks for sticking with us right here on the AM Club on MX24. We shift our attention to some sports updates, but you've got only tomorrow left. Yes, only tomorrow to place any bet on Arsenal, and you will stand a chance to win exciting monthly prizes from a range of Arsenal jerseys to memorabilia and more. Not only that, you would also stand a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime play on the pitch experience at Emirates Stadium. Of course, this is exclusive to Betway. So, of course, as the proud official global betting partner of Arsenal, Betway is bringing you way more with the new fan exclusive page, okay? So terms and conditions apply, regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. Now to our first story. Vice President Mark Addo yesterday opened a 3-day FIFA financial governance workshop for general secretaries and chief finance officers of 10 member associations in Accra. The member associations participating in the workshop include host Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Sudan, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Cape Verde, the Gambia, and Kenya. Yes, and the workshop aims to enhance financial governance in football. Key topics such as financial management, accountability, transparency, and efficient resource use within football organizations. This training is expected to provide participants with valuable insights and tools to fortify the organization's financial foundations, ensuring long-term sustainability, accountability, and effective resource management in football. Well, away from that, let's do some Champions League action. Manchester City survived a huge scare as they scrapped all into the Champions League playoffs with victory over Club Brugge at Etihad Stadium. Rafael Onyedika gave Club Brugge a shock lead as he returned in Ferran Jutglas' cross just before halftime. Mateo Kovacic drove low past former Liverpool goalkeeper Simon Mignolet 8 minutes after the break before Joel Ordonez turned Josko Gaviol's cross into his own net as City finally exerted a measure of control. City settled nerves even more when Savinho scored with a low shot that crept in past Mignolet at his near post as Guardiola was finally able to contemplate further progress in the competition. Manchester City won in 2023. So great news for the Sky Blues right there, and to all the other teams. So it's looking like it's going to be an interesting encounter. Let's see how the draw works with the rest of the competition. Well, away from that, Donovan Mitchell scored 34 points. Ty Jerome added 20 off the bench, and the Cleveland Cavaliers never trailed in a 106 win over the Miami Heat. It was Mitchell's 14th 30-point game of the season, his fifth in his last 7 outings. Evan Mobley had 22 points and 15 rebounds for Cleveland, which got 13 points from Georges Niang and 12 points and 10 rebounds from Jarrett Allen.
Tyler.
Right here on the AM Club on MX24. But don't forget, as the proud official global betting partner of Arsenal, betting monthly prizes from a range of Arsenal jerseys to memorabilia and more. Not only that, you would also stand a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime play on the pitch experience at the Emirates Stadium. Well, the competition ends tomorrow, 31st of January 2025, exclusive to Betway, all right? Terms and conditions apply, regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. Visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun and excitement of the AM Club shows, featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you don't want to miss.
Now catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insight on mx24online.com. Now, let's take a deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz, and Daphne Flashley will be coming through with that.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
You didn't expect to see me, right? Good morning. Good morning, beautiful viewers. Welcome to Lifestyle and Entertainment on the AM Club. My name is Afi Nuna. Hi, guys.
Your name is Surprised by Hafi.
No, surprised
by
with.
Nuna. Surprised with Nuna. What do you? We're still in the mood. We're still celebrating. So she still has to surprise us, right?
Ebe, how many times do you want a surprise?
Jay is waiting for me to support him.
If you don't support.
Support.
If you don't support, that is the end of your
That's my
career.
campaign manager. I beg.
If you don't support.
I support
Me,
you.
I just go there. If they talk, say vote for Bibi, I say no.
I know her better.
No.
I'm telling you.
You can't do it.
How are you? You look beautiful.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
My fabric is by Emporio by Laura, and then I
Hey.
was beautifully styled by Bliss Royals.
Hey, hey.
And wait, the earrings and it is this for
The earrings,
Cartier.
Bliss Royals.
Bliss Royal.
Hey, sorry, Emporium by Laura. Hey, Kaba. Emporium by Laura.
What's that?
My watch by Caveman. My hair by the Almighty Lord. My face by Boko de Bote.
That's terrible.
I've never been able to pronounce it.
What is it? Is it?
It's French. I think it's Beaucoup.
But he knows.
Me, what?
Does he speak French?
Yeah, what? I'm lost. What is it?
You don't know Stephanie's handle?
Oh, it's what? Beaucoup de what?
Beaucoup de beauté.
Beaucoup de
It's supposed
beauty.
to be-
Okay, a lot of beauty. That's what she's trying
This life, learn language.
to say. She said, yeah, a lot
Say
of
Beaucoup
beauty.
de beauté.
Oh, okay.
Beaucoup de beauté.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a lot
So
of.
a lot of beauty.
Oh, okay. And yes, Stephanie. Beaucoup de beauté. Okay, so today I didn't come with news. I
Hey.
came to jam.
Hey. He over me.
He over
Yeah.
me.
I
The
want to get
musical
down.
ties between Ghana and Nigeria are truly unbreakable, yielding some unforgettable collaborations that have left an indelible mark on the West African music scene. Now, here are 5 iconic Ghana-Nigerian collaborations that still resonate with fans. Since it's Throwback Thursday, I'm taking you back in time.
Take us.
Number 5, Baby Dance by 4x4 featuring Davido. SHS or SHS, one of them.
Oh, when I'm sure I was in SHS or something like that.
Number 4, Slow Down, R2Bs featuring Wizkid.
Slow down, slow down. You don't have to marry me.
Don't do that.
Oh, but you can talk to me though.
Hello, sir.
Hello, madam.
This girl cried.
Number 3. Number 3, No Kissing, Pato Ranking featuring Sarkodie.
Oh, I remember that.
No kissing, baby.
Hey.
No touch.
Now you got the crash.
They
That's
said
how
I'm
your
sending a
marriage
message to somebody, so Come and see my mother by Miss V and Yemi Alade.
Aha. Engagement. Yeah, boy, my no say, oh, mommy, beji wadia. That feed the sweet mother, so it was changed.
And then that song always gives me goosebumps. So sweet mother.
Sweet mother.
Especially if the person's mom is normal. Anyways, number 1. Kiss Your Hand by R2B.
Oh, I can sing every single word.
Let's go.
Kiss your.
Let's go.
Coffee energy number. Yes. other thing, my little sister and I were very competitive growing up. And you know we had this little book, right, that had songs in
The
them.
lyrics.
Yes, the lyrics book. And this girl can sing every single song, and she can sing, and it used to really upset me. Then they released this song. I'm like, this girl, I'm going to
I'll
win.
show you Pepe.
I'll show you Pepe. When everybody's out, I'll play this song. There was this CD. There was a CD that had a compilation. I'll repeat, and I'm sure you know.
Your hard work has paid off.
Paid off.
The world is not ready for you.
No.
But this song, the time they play, them boys know if you control them yourself. If them drop their song, Charlie, can't see guy will not dance safe. Boys know if you control them my body. But anyways, it's all good.
It was a good
See
film.
one the call in Shays.
Today, where are they?
That's pay this.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Where's our 2Bs? Where is Pato Ranking? Where is 4x4?
What time be trim?
As I said, then a season. If you could try to stay relevant, like Pato Ranking is trying.
Sarkodie is trying.
Sarkodie is still. Please, don't count.
He's trying.
You see, the thing is that Sarkodie has imprinted his name on the hearts of people.
That's it.
So even though musically he might not be relevant, the brand Sarkodie is still relevant for whatever reason. Is he still there?
It's still there.
Where's Yemi Alade?
Oh, Yemi Alade. I was watching her on her social media one time with her brother, and I was like, where's Kitana?
To say where's Kit? Only macaroni.
Thing is, I saw recently she released this African themed song, but then I would look for it and then.
Was she the one who produced the official song for the AFCON?
Yes, she was part of it.
Yeah, she was part of it. Yeah, she did.
She was part of it.
So
yes.
I guess it just pulls you back to a place of, you know, when they are looking for big names, they bring you. But when it's musically, generally, you probably will not be interested. They've done their bit, Charlie. They had their time.
Yeah.
When you have your time, you have your time.
Yeah,
and if you don't make use of your time,
Charlie.
This segment, this compilation was called Before Amapiano.
okay.
We are looking forward to Amapiano collabs. We are looking forward to more Amapiano collabs. Ladies
every
and
Thursday,
gentlemen.
do this for us. We like it.
So you want me every Thursday?
Every Thursday we want
Ladies and gentlemen.
this. Oh God, not drama again.
They thought they were done with drama because Daphne is not here.
Oh, but Thursdays.
But actually, we should do this.
Yeah, we should do this. Throwback. Let's take you way back into time.
Mr. Mensah, what do you think?
We love this.
I think he loves it.
We love it. We love it. So
I think
we're going to
Mr.
keep
Mensah
it.
loves it.
On that note, see you next Thursday. My name is Afi Nuna, and this was Lifestyle and Entertainment on the AM Club.
Bravo.
Mwah.
Mwah.
No wonder. There beaucoup de beauté.
Beaucoup de beauté did it.
They work.
Thank you so much. Oh, that was actually really exciting. I mean, you didn't know, right? I could rap. You know, I was like a big musician back in my time, you know. I was.
What didn't go right?
You know, I mean, life happened. We wanted more money.
She got arrested. Hey, they arrest her.
They arrest me.
Sister, no, come this way.
Now, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed a corporate health insurance plan to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. Please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-35073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Now, good news. Switch to Telecel fixed broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every broadband renewal to keep browsing. To subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail outlet and get connected today. Terms and conditions definitely apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, that's a wrap about for Coffee Daily. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I did enjoy it.
I had a great time. Great time.
Yes. Up next is Lifestyle Daily. We get into writing of CVs, how to write them, what not to put in there, how to apply for the job, because it's already January, so... Yeah.
NJ, the biggest question is, even if it is still relevant, because I know in recent times, technology has taken over, so people are doing more of, let's check your social media. What's happening on your social media?
Exactly.
Let's go to LinkedIn. What do you do on LinkedIn? And people are employing people from LinkedIn, and so for me, I want to touch on the part where, is it still relevant? Are CVs still relevant? Well, we're going to get into that conversation right about now on Lifestyle Daily. We'll be right back after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Sisi ma send you obi sika ma no enti me twem kwadwo na ponche na
soa ma send pictures na ma choose ni ope na fe send sika no ma no
Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments to merchants on all networks with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Ready to start your modeling journey? Dreaming of runways, mugs and covers, and global fame? The Model Institute is here to make it a reality. At the Model Institute, we believe every aspiring model deserves more than just a dream. They deserve the skills and knowledge to succeed. In partnership with Radford University College, we are transforming modeling education. Our comprehensive one-year program covers everything from mastering the runway to understanding contracts, preparing you for the competitive modeling industry. At the end of the course, graduates will be awarded a certificate in modeling, giving you the credentials to stand out. Registration is ongoing. Apply online at www.themodelinstitutegh.com/register. Call or WhatsApp us on 024-898-9590. or visit us at Radford University College, Lagos Avenue, East Legon. Follow at the Model Institute GH on all social media for updates. The Model Institute, Amat Victoria Kuram. Victory loves preparation. Let's prepare you to be the model the world is waiting for.
Amazing people. Quick question for you. Have you ever used a mobile app or a digital platform to pay for goods, send money, or manage your finance? You know those super convenient tools that make life a lot easier? Celebration. See you there.
You're welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, you made the right choice. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. We're getting into Lifestyle Daily, or this is the Lifestyle Daily segment of the AM Club. Today we're talking CVs, how important they are, the strategy in writing a very good CV, and if there's anything like a very good CV even. And the biggest question in the room today is it even still important? Are CVs still relevant? We're going to get into that conversation very soon with our resource person. But before we do that, let's talk about something amazing. For every individual, it's important to get an insurance, and I'm going to talk about at Equity Health Insurance. Well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusua Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 050 3860 Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Well, we're talking about Acento projects. Yes, Acento. Now, are you passionate about interior design but don't know where to start? Or maybe you are an aspiring designer looking to elevate your skills? Look no further. Introducing Design Lab by Salom Dream Maker, powered by Acento projects. Our comprehensive training and coaching courses are designed to solve the biggest challenges faced by both budding interior designers and construction teams, from mastering the latest design trends to understanding client needs and project management. We've got you covered. Whether you are a complete beginner or looking to refine your skills, our courses offer something for everyone. Learn from industry experts, gain hands-on experience, and join a community of like-minded creatives. Register to reserve a slot for our January session, which just passed. So if you want, we're definitely going to be having some other projects come up. So please just jump on that and transform your passion into a thriving career. Our students have gone on to create stunning spaces and successful businesses. Ready to take on the next step? Contact us today on 020-8888-2722. That's 020-888-2722. Or visit our office at East Legon, Ajirin, Ghana. Design Lab, where your design dreams come to life. Well, shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. A-to-Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana, is now live online. Yes, we have gone digital, so experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we have redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroup.com, browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere. A-to-Z Department Store, where style meets convenience. Shop now, lifestyle redefined totally. Just get onto that, and I promise you it's always going to be great.
Well, tune in live today on MX24 TV for the Africa Prosperity Dialogue, a premier event convening African leaders, policy makers, and business executives to drive economic integration and prosperity across the continent. Organized by the Africa Prosperity Network, that's the APN, this dialogue aims to advance the vision of the Africa we want, as outlined in the African Union's Agenda 2063. Today's event will focus on key issues such as infrastructure development, bridging the gap in Africa's infrastructure to facilitate seamless trade and economic growth, and also regional integration, enhancing cooperation and collaboration among African nations to drive prosperity, and sustainable development, promoting environmentally friendly practices and sustainable development across the continent. Don't miss this opportunity to witness African leaders shaping the continent's future. Watch live on MX24 today. Well, now let's get into the conversation. Yes, sir. Mimi, take it away.
Well, today, sorry. Today we're discussing, I mean, I don't know how you feel about CVs now. I know a lot of people are a bit lazy about it now. Well, in as much as it's an important or an integral part of your employment, we just write something, just employ me. And a lot of people are also saying that, listen, it's not about what's on your CV. We need you to show working, right? And so come and be able to communicate what you're able to do, and then we'll see whether we want to go with that. But we have joining us online Miss Emmaline Datey. She is a career coach, SME, and HR consultant, which means that she's at the core of this conversation. Those HRs, they are the ones who will be looking through CVs, or what some people call resumes. And again, today we'll clarify that here on the show. But what resumes are and what CVs are. So joining us online is Miss Emmaline Datey. Good morning, ma'am. If you haven't unmuted, please unmute for us. There you are. Good morning.
Okay, so, hello, good morning.
Can you unmute for us, because we can't hear you. If you're talking, we cannot hear you, please.
Okay. All right.
All right, so whilst we wait for her to connect, obviously, we're going to get into it. I think it has become a conversation of skills now. People are, and I've also heard this thing of, I've also heard this where people say, listen, people are not even employing Oh, you can hear us now. Great. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Emmaline. Oh my goody God. Okay. Right. And so whilst we waited for her to connect properly, people are talking about, listen, people are employing, or employers are employing skills and character now. Right? So it does not matter what the qualifications are. I remember one very good friend of mine was saying that, listen, people will come and tell you that I am a distant manager, or I'm an HR consultant. I'm all of these things. But then when it asks to show working, it becomes a huge task. It becomes a struggle because they are not able to put to work what they claim they have, you know, in terms of, what's on their CV. Miss Emmaline, have you been able to connect properly? Good morning. Oh, wow. This is going to be a challenge. Well, so it has become important to have this conversation because lots of times we see CVs flying around, and I've told you before, right? Sometimes you sit in a panel and you're interviewing people who are like, do you even remember what you wrote in your CV? Now, the challenge is that others might not have the skill or the skill to write a CV. So they employ people to write it for them. And then when they come, they do not even take the time to go through what has been written for them.
They do not proofread. They don't, because if you are going to let somebody else do your CV for you and write your CV,
you might as well just read it.
You have to read it, because I'm not sure the person just woke up and wrote it. You gave some information yourself. That, hey, when it comes to my educational background, I went to so school within this year, this, that. And I think it's become crucial because even with that of the vetting that is going on, anytime someone wants to make a remark, they go like, okay, looking at page 4 of your CV. You said you went to this particular school. You get it.
If you don't remember what you put over there.
Yeah. And after you were done with this school, there was maybe a one, then you said you went to this school too. Looking at this date and this date, there was probably a 2-year gap or a 3-year gap. Within that space, what were you doing? And if it's come a lot. That question has come a lot. When you're going through the vetting process, it's come a lot. And also, maybe you said you were chief executive officer at a certain institution or something, organization or whatever. Okay. What constituted you being appointed as a chief executive officer? Was it that you were appointed, or was it that you were just, So all these informations are very crucial.
Very crucial. I think we have Miss Emmaline back on the line. Good morning. Oh my good God. Good morning. Wow.
I hope you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh, great. It's good to have you here on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
Finally. How are you guys doing? I'm good, and you?
We're doing very well. Amazing. We're beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Wow.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so there's a bit of delay, so we're going to try to keep the conversation going. So again, you're welcome to the show right here on MX24. We're talking CVs, the importance of CVs. Why people are even arguing that in today's working age, people do not even need CVs. They're looking beyond that. Let's start from the top. CVs and resumes. What's the difference between a CV and a resume?
Okay. So usually resumes are more concise in nature. Usually they're like a one-pager that doesn't go into full details. However, a CV can take you up to 2 to 3 pages, which has more details or records of your professional achievements and then your academic achievements, your interests, skills, knowledge, and abilities, basically.
Right. Now, let's come to a big question of for today's conversation. Are CVs still relevant in today's working age?
So apparently, yes, a CV is very relevant. I mean, that is the first thing a recruiter would request from you before they even say your CV. It gives me information about who I'm going to be dealing with, and then I have an interest in meeting you. So the CV is the first point of selling your personal brand as far as your career is concerned. So it's very important that your CV represents you the way you would want to be treated or the way you would want to be invited for an interview.
Now, also the other conversation is that, listen, employers are talking about their employing characters, their employing skills now, as opposed to what we used to have in the past, which is how many schools have you been to, what are your skills in terms of educational background, and what have you. Tell me what is happening right now in the working space, considering the fact that you're an HR who has sat on different, boards to employ people. What is really happening in that space?
So this is oriented information in their CVs that does not represent who they truly are, and that gives the mission of the organization. So anyone who are working habits or patterns. So we say our working habits or patterns. So we say AI is not replacing humans, but it's actually enhancing the work of humans. So we encourage anyone who wants to go into the world of work to at least have some AI skill in addition.
Now, there's also the bit where people have a very rich CV, but when it comes to the work, a lot of people have started losing, employers are beginning to lose confidence in what they see, the confidence in people, because for a very long time they've had to deal with people who have like very rich CV, the CV is heavy, it's tight, but the individual is not able to deliver. So people are beginning, and I have an example of a friend who has stopped receiving CVs. He's like, listen, come, let's have a conversation. From there, I'll know whether you're good for the job or not. How about that?
So with what you said, if your friend is going that way, ask yourself, how is he meeting those people? That means he's dealing with references. So I can get that point of view. Most of the jobs I got, I never had to give my CV first. People will recommend me, and then interview me. Once they liked me, my CV is given to them for formality. It has to be on my file. So that is a good way. So I can just say, usually when I'm even recruiting for companies, I like to headhunt. I like to pick people myself. So that is why I know a lot of people. So when there's a job opportunity, I feel, oh, Miriam can fit the job, or DK can fit the job. I mean, I just, you know what, maybe there's a job for you, come over. Antoine, there's a job for you, come over. I know I've worked with you guys before, so let's do this. And then when the people meet you, they like you, you send your CV for them to just read about you the more. So that is even a more effective way to recruit. Another way to do it is when you finish with the interviews, you don't recruit them immediately. So what I normally do for my clients is post-interview assessment. So I will develop or issue an assessment in relation to the job you're coming to do. So it could be an aptitude test, behavioral test, personality test, all of those psychometric tests that will enable me know more about you. That is one part of the story. Now, the other part of the story is this. Some people will ace the interview, they will ace the assessments and everything. But when they come on the job, they still will not perform. What I have noticed is that some of my clients do not know that quite intimidating for the staff. So I have an experience where one of my clients, I've recruited a very smart girl for a certain role, and I mean she aced the interview, aced the assessments, but then she's messing up. So I interviewed the girl and I asked her, what really is the problem? So I found out one of the issues that she was not doing, but then she seemed to think that her boss expects her to know and not ask her anything. Right? So if it's the first time she's seeing it, instead of her to ask the boss to clarify, she says the way the boss gives her feedback, she feels if I ask, he'll think I'm stupid or he'll think I don't know the job or something. And I said, no, there is nothing like a perfect employee. This is your first time working in that industry. You don't know how they work over there. How media would relate with certain support departments will not be the same for oil and gas, for aviation or whatever. So you need your first 3 months are probationary. So you indeed the employer is supposed to understand that this is a probationary period. So you need to be patient with the person, give the onboard. It's what we call onboarding. You onboard the person for about use his or her wings and fly.
Yeah.
So these are the things that when it comes to recruiting and selecting, it is both the employer and employee responsibility to ensure with the aid of an HR person that the person is well onboarded to be able to perform well. It is after the onboarding that when the person is still not behaving properly, you can tell that this person basically is either unwilling to learn or there are underlying issues that we cannot tell that are causing the person to underperform.
Now, before I hand you over to JKD, I finally that likes to be like hands-on. I want to be in the mud with the team. Like I just want to do everything. Like I don't like to, delegate. And it became a problem because now responsibilities became a lot. Then I later realized that I'm also a very good director than executor, right? Now, there are people who are great at telling someone, oh, do this and do that and do that. But to execute, they might slack a little bit. They might delay. They might take their time to execute. So you need someone who is more of an executioner to be under them. But they themselves probably do not know this. Is it the responsibility of the individual to be able to identify this? Or your employer needs to know that, listen, we have different temperaments and different characters. And this one could fit perfectly in this role of, delegating or assigning roles and making sure supervising rather than executing the job.
Mimi, that's a very, very intelligent question. It's in two ways. So you as the individual who is applying for the job, know yourself. That's what we call self-awareness.
Right.
And I tell young people that, listen, there are a lot of free career assessment tests online. Go through it and then, like the way you've done it for yourself, and know who you are. It helps you to know whether the job you're applying for will suit you, but we really don't care. Now, on the flip side, the employer via the HR supposed to have the system where they can fish out the skills, they can fish out your knowledge, they can fish out your ability to know if you are a right fit for the role. So we have some companies that have certain organizational structures that have people who play the role of consultants and those who play the technical execution role, which you have intelligently said, right? And then they know that some people may not have both, but they are both important. So they have a way of structuring it. So the employer via the HR manager must put in measures in place to identify the profile of the person they're recruiting to be sure that they can fit in the role, whether the person is more of a director or more of a hands-on person. It's very important. I will give more responsibility to the employer.
Okay. Well, Ms. Emmaline, I want us to go back to the CV. What should it entail and what shouldn't be in there, basically?
This question, JKD, I have been training on CVs for a very long time, and I don't know why people still repeat the same thing. I want to assume that when I see the same CV, they probably were not in my class. First of all, your CV should have information that are non or will not put you in a position of discrimination. So nationality, religion, marital status, traditional beliefs, your age, your political party. All of those things are not necessary, please. All we want to know, your contact information, your name, phone number, email address, your LinkedIn details, and or personal websites, educational background, your work experiences, be it voluntary or internships, on-campus involvement, your employment history, your competences, your skills, relevant skills and transferable skills that can be applicable to the job, your knowledge, your abilities. What have you achieved All right, but whether it's relevant to the job, cognitions in form of awards or honors, what are those? Research or academic projects? Have you written any book? Are you an author? Have you written any article, any publications? Your personal interest, and then your references, which should be upon request. These are the primary things that should be listed in your CV clearly and concisely.
Okay. Now, in a situation where probably maybe previously I've done some work for someone, and maybe this time around I see a job opportunity somewhere, and it has nothing to do with something that I've done before, but I feel that because I've done just a little bit of what it is in the past, I may qualify to get the job. And sometimes when you're in this situation, you feel like, oh, with God, everything is possible. So let me just apply for it. We've seen the part where people will come on social media and even say that, oh, when you're writing your CV and you are applying for a particular job, fine-tune your CV to fit into that job. Because if maybe you're a media person and let's say this time around you're looking forward to enter into agriculture or something and there's a space there, maybe you have nothing whatsoever about agriculture, but you just saw it and you just want to apply. Is it a good move to do so? And even if it is, are you supposed to fine-tune your CV towards that?
Career management space. So there are some people who are multi-talented and may not have the opportunity in a formal employment opportunity to display. That is why I encourage my mentees to intern and volunteer. Mm-hmm. If you want to be given a chance, the only way you can prove it is by experience. How do you get experience? Either that somebody takes a chance on you and employs you. Usually happens when somebody knows you personally, right? Or you go and volunteer at opportunities to volunteer. There's so many people ask me, volunteer where? There are many companies that cannot afford to recruit so much, right? But they need people. There are NGOs available, that you can even test yourself and do these things for. There are companies, SMEs available. You can give once or twice a week for these experiences. When I finished university, right, it was assumed that I didn't have any job experience apart from my national service. That wasn't true. Before I got to university, I was working. When I got into the university, every time it was time for internship, every year I would work. Even during the official internship period, before and after, I was working. By the time I gave out my CV, when a friend of mine who was an international recruiter was recruiting for a company in Ghana, asked, because she knew me personally, asked for my CV, the person she was recruiting for did not know me. But when the person saw my CV, the person had a sense of trust that this lady has done A, B, C, and D, whether it was free or not then. And I was so versatile. Like, if you see my CV, I've been almost everywhere, So she took my CV. When she met me, it didn't take her so much for her to, make a decision on me. So please, if you know that you want to have a career that is going to be versatile, not linear, where it's the same thing you're doing, try and look for opportunities. You can even do it as an entrepreneur yourself. You can do it as a freelancer. If you don't find the opportunity, freelance and volunteer to do it. Okay, and make sure your LinkedIn page, you are talking about these things, you are sharing about other interests you have, and then the way you write your application letter also counts. The way you write your career objective also counts, all right? Those introductory pages that catches the attention of the employer is key. Remember, you may not have the work experience formally, but if you're able to display certain skills needed in that job and you've applied it in another job, that could also be an advantage for you.
Yeah.
All right. So do not play around with your competencies. Don't play around with volunteering opportunities if you want to have a variety of careers.
Jay was talking about, before we let you go, what shouldn't we put in our CV? It's outdated. It shouldn't be there at all. Used to be relevant, now not at all. Let's just take it out. What would you say that is?
I think that what I had answered initially is basically it. Nothing has changed. Okay. I think the only thing that recently, and I had mentioned it earlier, are references. People seem to think that you need to provide information of your references in there, but no. You see, some people will see certain names and it can trigger something that puts them off. So you need to let them request for it. Now, why do we still let them request? They should fall in love with you before they get to know who your references are. Okay? So please, whenever you're putting your references, just write available upon request.
Wow. I remember, before we let you go, I remember there was a time there was a CV conversation where someone said, I can work under pressure, you know, all those things, right? And the girl got the company. It was in her CV that she could work under pressure. So at the interview, she was asked, can you work under pressure? She was like, oh, no, just give me a flexible environment to work with. She was like, then why is it in your CV that you can work under pressure? She was like, it's for formalities. But
oh boy.
For the misinformation, it's very important.
Yeah.
And again, it all boils down to, if you did not write your CV, at least you should proofread. You should look into it, right?
Yes.
Again, the people who are gifted or who are great at these things. But what do you say about? Have you talked about it? What do you say about someone writing your CV for you based on what you're looking for?
Oh, please. I mean, by all means, you should be able to give, assisting you with your CV is really good. I'm a career coach. These are the services I even provide, right? I can assess your CV. And when I even recruit, I handpick, I ask for your CV, I'll ask for the Word document and edit it if it's not suitable for the role you're applying for. So by all means, please get professional help to craft out your CV. Not every CV is crafted for the same job. You must, tailor it to suit the job that you're looking for.
Okay, that's what you said.
Especially the industry.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Miss Emmaline Datey. How do we connect with you if we want to learn more about this? Because you're one of those HRs that when you go to her with your problems, you know you're in trouble. You can go to her, she will help you solve it at the level of, if management sees it, you are dead. So let's help you do better at this thing.
Yeah.
And so you're one of those great HRs and we really appreciate you. But how do we connect with you to learn more about this job hunting? Because people have actually gone out of jobs. Last year, a lot of companies closed down. So people were waiting to get into, job hunting this year. And so let's give them a few tips. How do we connect with you to do that?
Right. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Emmaline Datey. You can find me on Instagram, Immotivator_GH, and Facebook as Coach Emma. If you want to email me, immotivator@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Ms. Emmaline Datey. It's always good to have you here on this platform. We really appreciate this. We'll come back to you again with more employer-employee conversations, okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Right, and so for you out there, this is education for you, okay? Do connect with her, learn more, but right here on the show, I always tell you we're doing this for you. It's all about you. So I hope you learned a thing or two. Now, Jay.
Yes.
We have a big conversation.
Please don't go writing whether you're single or married in your CV.
Nobody actually wants to know. Yeah. Don't put reference there. Yeah.
Anyway, time for us to get into the plug. We've got a great conversation with the man. Why do people even confuse me with this guy?
Because he was called DKB.
I mean, no.
Change it. That's why you are Kojo. That's
the head
now.
is different.
Hey.
He knows. It's very different. You can identify. Anyway, please.
You are lucky he's your brother.
Yes, he is. He understands. Let's get into it right now.
Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. A-Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroupgh.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere.
The offers get even better. 10% discount on first order, free delivery. Note that you can pay via cash on delivery, Momo, and Visa. A-Z Department Store, lifestyle redefined.
Your home, your sanctuary, and a reflection of your personality, your style, your dreams. At Accento Projects, we understand the importance of bringing your vision to life. With a decade of expertise, we've mastered the art of transforming spaces. Right from historic restorations to modern marvels, we solve complex building problems with creativity, craftsmanship, and dedication. Whether you are renovating, restoring, building anew, or simply refining your space, we listen, we care, and we deliver exceptional results. Accento Projects Limited. We don't just build structures, we bring your dreams to life. Contact us today at on 02-0888-2722 or 027-114-2749.
We have recorded tremendous success in ensuring that the vision of our founding fathers does indeed become a reality.
We welcome you to the next Africa Prosperity Dialogues and the Africa Prosperity Champions Awards, which take place in Accra, Ghana from the 30th of January to the 1st of February 2025.
I will work to foster the partnerships that transcends our borders, and I'll work collectively with you towards regional stability, economic growth, and mutual respect.
We see our role in enabling Africans to have a better future.
We indeed have what it takes. There is no dream which is too big or impossible.
On occasions like these, we give ourselves an excellent opportunity to showcase the difference we can make.
To register, visit africaprosperitynetwork.com. Africa Prosperity Dialogues 2025, delivering Africa's single markets through infrastructure. Invest, connect, integrate.
Welcome to the heart of Ghana, where beauty, culture, and talent converge. Get ready for the most anticipated event of the year, Ghana Students' Most Beautiful Pageantry 2025. Join us as we celebrate the brilliance of our youth, showcasing the grace and intelligence of Ghana's most beautiful students. Together, let's celebrate beauty and the future of Ghana. Premiering on Sunday, 2nd February 2025 at 7 p.m. live on MX24 TV.
Have you realized there's a different way we do things? White people, when they are typing, they don't even look at the keyboard. Hey, how you doing? I'm all right. Take care, all right. Pop. Hey. They can type 20 pages. Yes, okay, it's good. It's fantastic, beautiful. And pop. Have you seen a black man typing before? It's like we are playing table tennis. How are you? What the... Hey, I don't know if you find Jean, where Jean, go with you. No, if you think I'm lying, how many times haven't you waited on WhatsApp and you see typing, 2 hours, the next thing come, hi. You spend 2 hours for H and I, black people, shame on you. I hate babies, get it out of there. It's true. Do not say grab him by the hey! When he meets the lady, he grabs her by the Wow. That's very nice. Just imagine all the ladies here. Grab them by the But maybe that's how he greets. Maybe that's how Donald Trump did. Maybe he gets to us, how you doing? You're good, nice, beautiful. Moisha, it will take like 30 hours. Beautiful, nice, how your body temperature, great. But he never told us, after grabbing, he didn't tell us what he does. Grab him by the and then what? He said, I don't know what Donald Trump does after grabbing the maybe he shakes the I don't know how you doing. Good. So good today. I don't know. Or maybe a lady's following you. And then
all right. So he has a way of laughter that when he laughs, that's how he laughs. But I don't know. I'm just choosing my words carefully to how to introduce him. But I'll just allow him to introduce himself before I get trouble. I mean, so I be laughter, I be cough.
Abo.
Eh? Abo, baby.
No, cold. You had cold.
Derek.
I should introduce myself.
Yes, introduce yourself, Derek.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Derek Kobna Bonnie.
And you're Kwabna. What do you mean, Kwabna?
Kobna.
Okay.
Bonnie, originating from Ashwari from my paternal side and Osuwim/Old Ningo from my maternal side. I am a graduate from the University of Ghana, 2009, in the Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Studies, specializing in post-harvest technology. I held so many positions in school, especially Agricultural Students Association, Entertainment Secretary, and also Mrs. Saba Hall, Executive Committee Member. I eventually became Mrs. Saba Hall's most hard-working student, and also finance student for 3 years in a row. After that, I became successfully unemployed for a while.
Successfully unemployed?
Yeah.
For a while?
Right.
How many years?
Just like you.
How many years? How many years into that?
Oh, 2 years.
2 years.
After university, you have to go 2 years without nothing. It's a normal thing. He went 5 years, and he has not been able to lose the weight. Gone after university is when you now discover how to make sobolo. It's ridiculous. No, I'm not lying. So that's when you can discover Chuck's Tea's sobolo. Then they have some nice container. The same sobolo 20 pesos more. Then they put it inside and they tell you this is vitamin enriched. It will make sure that your brain it be lie. If you just want your 12 CDs, it be lie. Ghana is the only, you see, catering jobs have so much value in our education system. I never knew. You know, before university, if you make those catering products, it won't sell.
Yeah, it's after.
It's after. You make donuts and meat pie and then Nana Kwekuti.
Yeah.
And they change the name, you know, like they call it Do Mistress. Which is a meat pie or
mystery in the pie making. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we've got DKB inside the studios, and I want to know if it was during the 2-year period of being unemployed that you decided to get into comedy.
No. I discovered comedy in my first year in West Ghana. It was
whilst you were doing agriculture.
I swear. Yes, tedious.
Wow.
Because at Greek itself, our least credit hours was 25. When the average student had 18. Yeah, and the 25 was even without field work. If they had done field work, they would disqualify our course. So our professors were like, we didn't add field work. Don't tell anybody, okay? Else they will disqualify this, okay? Yeah, they're okay. It's like your stepfather has told you something, you can't say no.
Yeah.
So it was very tedious. And then second semester first year, 2006, Commonwealth Hall Week celebration. It was around January, February, March, April, Commonwealth Hall Week. I went for lectures. It was a late lecture. We closed late, like 6 something. By the time I got to Commonwealth, we were having Jimmy competition. Okay, Jimmy. So I was just watching the whole thing and I felt, I can do this. No more joke. And I had a couple of jokes in my mind. So when they finished, they crowned the winner.
They think you're pushing me. Go, you can do it. Go, you can do it. And I was thinking to myself, these rowdy Commonwealth boys, how will I be able to sail through?
Yeah.
And then this madness aspect of me came. What I don't care.
Wafi.
Oh, no, yo. I'm a go way. Then I went to the MC. Ali Olololo. Were you Legon, right?
Charlie, you be grandfather.
Oh, Ali Olololo. It's Lolo.
No, you be grandfather.
He's in Dubai now. Ali Olololo. It was a whole squad. Igwe Olololo. Ali Olololo. DKB Olololo. Chester Olololo. So you are JKD Olololo. And Olololo means that Olololo.
Oh, God.
Thank you. You thought it was something wise. So, Ali was the MC. He was the campus MC before I came.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew in the campus MC with Giovanni.
Okay.
Then I went to the backstage. Boss, I beg, I want to talk joke. You want what? I want food small. You want food small? We finish the thing. Now you don't want to see you. I say, yeah, but now at the class, I'm a science student. So you want to go perform? I say, yeah. I was scared of it. I said, I go feel do. I remember the question he asked me, but you fool? That was the first time I was ever proud as a fool. I was like, hey, I fool rough. So you look at me, the boy fool. Because for somebody to say, I swear I fool, which means you're very profound. Yeah. Then he passed me the mic. He didn't even introduce me. Go on stage. Hey. Well, he's going to introduce me with what name? And, you know.
And people don't know you.
Right. I went on stage. I remember climbing on stage when I got on stage. Then one guy cat called. Who be this? First reaction, it be your mother. Hey. So the first reaction, it be your mother. It took everybody by surprise. Hey, we got be this. So they all started laughing at him. You know, come on. If you throw the shot and the shot is not heavy, the counter will always silence you. So who be this? It be your mother. So everybody realized this guy, if you throw, he will respond.
Yeah.
So they all started. And they started laughing. Who be this guy? You fool like that? I say, I come inside, I come talk joke. You people do the show too fast. So I beg, to this be my joke. But you didn't talk about this. I said, come on for that, interrupt papa, baby. And the punchlines were so much. Because in Commonwealth, we train for insults. I've never seen one before. One guy was coming from home Sunday. This guy just approached from, so the blocks are A, B, C, D, F block. Just came out of F block. Papa, so mommy, say, what you say? Just punch like bang. And the guy was holding his bag from home Sunday, coming to settle for Monday class. But why you know before they insult me like that? So the guy got emotional. Why you know me? They just you the crazy. They kept throwing the punch like back, not knowing the guy had rehearsed the insult, and he has a match in his room. I've never seen this. So he only came to practice.
He came to practice.
Free on him, just like that.
Oh, poor guy.
So the guy dropped the items he came home with. But why? So now he wasn't. Why you going something like that? So and the guy was just kept going back. So after he finished the last line, bah. Oh, but really? But what is this? Then he was saying that, yeah, you work. Then he turned and left.
Then he realized that.
So what? They just use it for practicals. So himself was just standing there. You know, say, I've left this hall, mad people did this hall.
Oh man, anyways.
Yeah, so I told the first joke.
That's how I was started.
So I gave it back to them, and I told the first joke. They laughed. I told the second joke, and the whole place was in a uproar. Mad. So, but by the time I left stage, that I learned my first lesson on my first night. Success has so many fathers. I had no idea. Almost half of my class were at the gathering. You know, by the time I got off stage like this, I had a road manager. I had security apparatus, I had marketing manager, I had spokesperson, I had PA.
Everything had been formed.
I had HR. Yeah, they formed it. Wow. So they received me down the stairs that I am their course mate, and they are my management team. So Ali Olulu said, tell you guys, make the vendors dash out some things. Then the guy, one of my guys said, oh yeah, maybe the road manager. I mean, who? Oh, make give a popcorn, kebab. Sure, we'll get it for him. We are professionals. Thank you very much. So because there was so much going on and the chairs, I could hear popcorn, kebab, donut, fried rice. So I knew, these are my supplies that will come for my good performance. So today we're still looking for the items.
Anyway.
And the shocking part was, they all denied the items, but there were patches of oil on their lips.
So they chopped the tea.
Charlie, I don't even know. Charlie, then he tells the other guy,
they chopped the tea. They chopped the tea. They chopped the tea. They chopped the tea.
It was.
Anyways.
I learned my lesson from day one. And I remember the winner of the Jimmy competition came to confront me. Me will be that. Jimmy competition winner, what be confronting me say, why should I come late? You come after we shine finish and you can't take my shine. Oh bro, you wanted to fight too. Why you can't take my shine? I perform. Bro, I know the fight fully. I bet you be the champion. Yeah, maybe the champion. Yeah. If you say the thing be easy, you can't then take some 2 jokes, win the thing. But if you say what? When you talk, say some guy be come after me, he be best. You go be steady. I said, boss, they fully up your own.
Take up. Anyways, that's just an intro to DKB, and of course, right now there. But do you consider yourself grandfather in the comedy?
They have grandfathered me.
They have grandfathered you. Retired you early.
You see, you yourself you accept it, because the ones you are with. They hardly do the comedy anymore. The ones you saw yourself training, are now doing big shows, honoring you. Say, this guy, guys, this was my inspiration. This was my inspiration. And then the younger ones who were following them are now also doing their shows, saying, "Oh, it was this person who, guided me to the whole thing." But the big inspiration was DKB. So like, oh, so there's somebody. It was like my son and my grandson and.
Hold it there, because you did same to the likes of KSM and the rest. So if they're doing same to you now,
I didn't want to retire KSM. I wish he was younger, so that I'll get somebody by my side. Because he was doing satire, not exactly stand-up. It's a mix. So the satire was directed towards political stuff. So you won't find him everywhere. But we were ground level stand-up. So every party you see us, his satire, sometimes he needs a setup. So I really wished he was younger so that we could do a lot of things together. I won't lie to you.
Kebi, 24-hour economy. Skate now, when you were doing it, were you expecting what happened?
There's no problem with the skit. There's no issue with the skit.
You didn't ask the NDC before you did that. You didn't ask them.
There's no problem with the skit.
Okay. There's no problem with the skit.
No.
But they came out to say
because it was a propaganda against me. There's no problem with the skit. The NDC say that they're not going to run a 24 hours economy in the letter they released. No, they just said that they haven't commissioned me to officially be a mouthpiece or an outlet for their videos and stuff. So next time I have to go through the process. They never condemned the skit, but the skit was right. Okay, I wanted to focus on the 24-hour economy as my way of bringing prominence to JM's policy. I checked with the policy and it included majorly financial services. Who are the major players in financial services? Banks.
Banking sector.
Now, this is the simple breakdown of the 24-hour economy. It's hotspots that are going to have the 24. It's not just everywhere. No. Because some places, the demand is not there. Why would you keep the shop open till 4 a.m., 3 a.m.? Makes no sense. And most of the places that are doing 24 hours is as a result of excess demand. Because you see Kandashel closed. You see, how do you call it? Any other area, Adenta Shell closed 10 p.m. But Airport Shell is 24 hours. It's the demand that made them go 24 hours. So the 24 hours economy is going to focus on hotspots where the demand and supply is very high. And then majorly it will be government agencies and some private agencies. So they'll just empower the place to run 24 hours. So for instance, the ports, we run 24 hours. So now, instead of joining queue, trying to beat traffic, to go there and clear your cars because they're going to close 5 o'clock. Now you can go there 10 p.m. Now you can go there 11, 12, 1. If you go there 1 o'clock to clear your car, it's monetary transaction, right? It's monetary transaction. You might need to pull some money from the bank, etc. If Fidelity Bank sees that Access Bank has opened at the port, will they sleep?
No.
They also join. Once banks have opened, insurance companies will open. Once insurance company opens, banks, insurance companies, which people are moving up and down. Restaurant service, hospitality will also open. Wherever there are human beings, business moves there.
We have the skit on screen right now, and let's get into it, and then we come back and then have a conversation.
You stay by plan. I cry with you, stay by plan. Me for you, or use your head and use your hand. You for use your head. I cry with you.
No, I'm not expecting that from you. You know I'm going to leave around 4 a.m. So why?
You leave at 4 a.m., right?
Yes, please.
I'll go cash a check at 2 a.m.
2 a.m. How is it 2 a.m.? Is it witches and wizards who are working around that time? 2 a.m.
Baby,
really?
It's a 24-hour economy.
I just need my money.
I know. So I'll get the money for you. I'll cash it at 2 a.m. I'll bring you the money before you leave for your journey.
Please, I don't need any stories.
No story. 24-hour economy. I'll get it for you.
24-hour economy. Mama, your mama. 24-hour economy. Mama, your mama.
The money.
Calm down.
Where is the money? Where is the money?
Calm down.
Wow.
Calm down.
Around this time?
Yes.
Where were you able to cash this check?
I went to my bank.
Really? Working around this time?
24 hours economy. You can cash a check any time of the day.
Wow. I love this 24-hour economy. All this time, there are bankers in the bank. Home tickets.
Okay, so quickly, when the NDC, came out with their statement and everything, how did you feel?
I felt betrayed. I've said it already. I felt really betrayed, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus, all of it, because there's no problem with the skits. I mean,
no, but what they're saying is that you should have informed them.
But it doesn't mean the skit doesn't make sense. Me as a creative person, my focus is the skit. Whatever permission NDC expected me to go through, yes, it's the modalities of their work. Yeah, but the skit, your skit flop, your skit it makes sense. Unless you don't have sense, then you will see that it doesn't make sense. And I don't have a problem if you don't have sense. I'm not the one who birthed you. I'm not the one who didn't help you develop your cognitive skills. Because banking sector will financial sector. Banking is top. So if 24-hour economy, the banks will be there. So okay, the banks are there operating 24 hours economy. They run 24 hours. But then all of a sudden, if you're going to catch your check at 2 a.m., they will say no. It happened to me in real life. The day my big man explained the 24-hour economy to me, that it's not everywhere, it's going to be hotspots. So I was excited that, wow, I could go to passport office, 3 a.m. That's amazing. So I was excited about the 24 hours economy coming up.
Yeah.
And then, clearing cars at midnight and stuff like that. Then, when I was leaving, he gave me a check. So go and cash it and buy fuel and stuff. I said, oh, thank you so much. So when I was leaving there, he told me, you have to wait till daybreak before you go and cash it. And even with that, you have to do express. I said, yeah. He said, what if it was 24-hour economy? You just drive to your bank branch at the port. You cash out. The money in your hand. So this is how effective it would make the system. So the skit I shot is actually a true story that happened to me.
To you.
He gave me the check at 2 a.m. and I had to wait till daybreak. So what if there's 24-hour economy? I drive to the port. I drive to passport.
You just check it out.
Then I just
okay.
So I think it's because it gives hope to the business society that there will become a point where you don't need to rush to go cash your check and etc. So it was just a political strategy from the NPP to downgrade it, and they called me.
The NPP
in the evening, yes, they called me, say you didn't feel the heat. I said, we heat. Oh, why will they finish you for your skit? It is say what? I said, you didn't finish me. Hold on. The skit, they make sense. Oh, it makes sense. Why? It really makes sense. So why you put the Basham? How about for Basham with politics?
Do you tell the NDC that the MPP is behind this? Did you?
I made a video of it.
Okay.
So that night, I spoke to a lot of them. It was deliberate. They told me it's a political weapon. You shut down your enemies' good works, discredit it as much as you can, so that they don't have an advantage over you. So he was like, now, then cash check 2 a.m. And then Jamal didn't answer. Say 24 hours, I want to call back 2 a.m. So they went away. So later in that night, that's when the MPP offered me that money. It was 100,000, then they changed to 200,000. And I still stood my ground that I'm not going to take.
Anyway, you have something coming up.
Yeah, it's Pre-Vows Day Comedy Night at Soho. Yeah,
You've been doing this Comedy Express.
No, it's
this is not
Soho Comedy Night.
This is Soho Okay, there's Soho Comedy Night.
And then there's
Comedy Express.
Soho Comedy Night is paid for by Soho.
Okay.
Comedy Express is paid for by me.
Okay.
And I'm tired. I'm tired of paying for... I mean, when you are also paying for the Bowan girls, their children's school fees and all of that, you got tired at a point, right? Yeah, so... Why are you director enough? I got tired. But with Soho, they handle the important costs. So it makes me ease up to perform and, So I organize it and I perform. It's the first Thursday of every month. And we've gone past a year now. We celebrated our first anniversary, September. September, yeah. And I understand you're also doing your first anniversary.
Yeah.
When?
Well, I know, give me the money.
Okay, I got 20 CD for you.
Or you go like, 20 I go take.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know things are hard, but to accept 20 CDs on TV...
Oh, I go take. Why not go take? No, coming from you?
No, Ekufado didn't do
No, but wait, relax. This has nothing to do with Ekufado.
It has a lot to do with Ekufado.
Listen.
Because he made the system so hard that 20 CD now looks like 200 Ghana to J. Kojo.
No.
I'm trying to discourage you from taking it.
I will take it.
It's okay.
Thank you. Where me the you will come off from? Shit.
Madina and back there, campus-based TV.
Now you were campus-based TV. From Urefi. From campus-based TV. Now campus-based TV didn't come now. From... Please, don't even start. From where? You know they ask me for
the place where they go...
From Boo. Oh! You get it? So it wasn't campus-based TV.
Yes.
My guy.
Hacho Rabbit Junction.
Yeah, same house.
Hey, could you bro?
Yeah.
So why no game weight?
Why no game weight? You know you give me the money.
So I'm from your stepfather?
Of course.
Because I'm not a sugar daddy.
Kebi, yes, we have a new creative arts minister.
Yes.
Yes. As a member of the sector, what are you expecting?
Oh, I expect good structures and good policies.
Especially for the comedy space.
Comedy space is small. We'll just be giving some little breast milk. Because we're small, we don't have large numbers. The lobbying thing is about numbers. And when we're talking about creative space, music has the largest number. For music, if you have movies, actors to huge numbers. So definitely they will be taken care of first before the smaller numbers, because at the end of the day, it's the majority that carries the vote. But I'm looking at good structures because I read through the creative art policy and it's very wide. It takes care of almost everybody who plays a role in the creative art, the traditional, the contemporary, and there are policies to take care of them, insurance, traveling preferences, some protocols here and there. I wish they would all come to pass, and I don't think that Jifa Gomashi will be in power and watch it slide. No, she's not the type. The excitement people received her nomination with tells you the kind of person she is.
Yeah.
She's made time to come from a comedy show before. So, I mean, it spells it for itself that she's a very good leader. She's made for the job. She knows the job. And she will deliver. She will deliver. It doesn't take much to take care of creative arts people. If your tax position as well to prevent tax harassment, because organizing a show itself is a hustle on its own. Last 1st January, my end of year comedy night, I didn't get sponsorship because of the elections. All the sponsors were saying, election, let's see the outcome, let's see the outcome. Before I realized the election took 2 weeks out of December. I had only 2 weeks left. So do I continue chasing sponsorship or I have to promote the show for people to know and come? So it was some way. I only had product sponsorship. So in this case, then you show up that you're taking 20-something% for, okay, my question to you will be, wait. Through the hustle and the headache, what did you do for me? And that's the question most creative art people have been asking. So I think that they should, one of the things she should aim at is where there will be packages, tax packages. If you do an auditorium less than 500, you pay, say, 2,000 cedis. If you do an auditorium 1,000 cedis capacity, you pay 4,000 or 5,000. You see, you do an auditorium 2,000, you pay like 10,000 or 9,000 cedis. Something of that sort. You can now add the tax component to your plans and to even your sponsorship request. Where if you're going to request 20,000, now you know you're doing 500 auditorium, you request 24,000. So the sponsor's money, you can prepare tax component and pay your tax happily. But the thing is, the whole auditorium is full. Complimentary tickets, Zala. And you're going to count them and deduct from the little. No. So sometimes the GRA officers themselves, they get to understand that the whole thing is murky. So sometimes they just consider, okay, you show us your records. Let's just calculate based on the ticket you sold. Because sometimes it becomes a bit emotional for them or frustrating for them, or sometimes they feel our pain. So most of them, oh really? So all this, yes, all this. Look at my online sales. Look at this. Look at that. Complimentary. Wow, it's not easy.
Are you expecting an appointment from the NDC? You're a strong NDC advocate.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I mean, I'm new to the space, so when things settle down is when they can remember me. Oh, they came here. Oh, the big head. Oh, big head. Toilet committee.
Well, the president laughed at your jokes.
Yeah, I mean, he said his favorite comedian. And it was one of the most unbelievable moments in my life. The whole time, the president is my fan. I performed for him twice, but wow. And that's what made me decide to campaign for GM. I've been a person who likes GM on the low. But when I performed at the youth soiree at Book Arena, I was coming down performing, and then they came to me that introduce GM. Wow, I'm highly favored. So I was excited to introduce him. He comes on stage and he makes reference to the fact that I am his favorite comedian. He likes my jokes and he can recite 2 of his favorite jokes of mine. Okay. They started with the first one where the first one was a skit. And he recited the pepe. Wow. It's real. And then the second joke, which is the fighting joke, fighting in Ghana, he nailed it word for word. I had goose. As I'm talking, I'm getting the nostalgia. What? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Do you see what's happening? Everybody's like, yeah.
Well, he's been intentional on you, like intentional.
Yeah, and yes, when you do your job and you do it well to a certain point for some number of years, you get these accolades, you get this public recognition. So I feel like it's in the right direction. And even if he did it to sort of coerce me to campaign for him, yes, No, because I couldn't. Because it's going to inspire another comedian.
Most definitely.
Like, wow, me too. One day, a president can say he likes my jokes.
Yeah.
Why should he keep it to himself? I like his jokes, but I don't want to say it. It will look like I'm trying to buy him. He didn't buy me. He just made the fact known that, hey, I like this guy's works. So funny and whatnot and whatnot. It was just, so that was the moment I said, if I am this man's favorite comedian and I need something done for the comedy industry, why would he say no?
Yeah.
Because even Leonardo, that we had so many issues with, when I finished performing for him and I shook his hands, I asked that he host me in the Flagstaff House for us to discuss comedy. And he agreed. There's a picture of us shaking hands. He agreed. And then, well, this is Ghana, so when the order above says you should come, the order below will not ask you. Protocol frustrated me. There's this guy handling protocol. He used to handle protocol in the Flagstaff House. Now he's unemployed because they're out of power. I don't want to not mention his name for things to be worse.
It's okay.
But his name starts with J.
It's okay.
J-O...
It's okay. Anyways, so...
J-O-S...
this program that is coming up, please. How can we be a part? How can we be a part of it? When is it happening? Where exactly? Where can we get tickets? Please go ahead. Oh, forget it. Oh, what dear? You need.
No, send me for the end up one career. No, call you me yo. No, my son block your account.
That is why I love the fact that you were able to even give us a joke from Big Brother Africa. Me, that joke is still the day. It's the very first joke we had in love.
We
go feel slap the breast home.
You follow me, people. No, man.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. That's right.
You over
you, eh?
No.
Case closed. You go give me 20 cities again.
Charlie.
Give me 100.
Charlie. No, I didn't give me 100 cities.
Yeah.
Where I go my side chicken there? See for chop. This is the money tire. The first one they look clean it's straight from Makola.
Sharp. Go slam the bed song.
Hey, you over? Hey,
go over you.
I think after that performance, you are the third person after all these years.
Yeah.
2014. 11 years now.
Yeah, that was I think MTN something. Right? 2nd
August 2014, 9th of 2018.
9th of 2000.
My breakthrough performance.
Yeah.
I keep records.
And you know, and you see, it's breakthrough, so you should know that we deal with you.
Man.
Yeah, that we deal with
that
you.
Is we
were just waiting. Yeah. Sarkodie in glasses form.
Yeah, I make it laugh in glasses form. In that form. If you rap, make my shoe come out. I rap making glasses for
6th of February.
Yeah, Soho. We are talking about broken heart stories. We'll be sharing comedians to get broken hearts. And most
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's this main broken heart of your life, and then there are assisting broken hearts.
Oh yeah.
Where you feel like, okay, he said my monsieur taxes me. They are real.
Yeah.
They're like
how did this happen?
Assisting broken hearts.
So it's happening as so.
Yeah, happening as so. The boys were telling their stories. We have TK, we have Uncle Kobe, and Genesis.
Okay.
And we need to let people know that we also go to the same wahala because people feel like every day and look behind the doors. We are very serious people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your friend, we will check you hard. The pet people. Because every moment we feel like we are being taken for granted because we are comedians. So he or she thinks I'm playing. So if you don't back it with anger, we're like, hey, no, he's really serious. Because in your normal delivery, they end up laughing.
Yeah.
So in the presence of that, you become quick-tempered because you don't even want the mockery to get close to you.
Yeah.
And some of the broken hearts are very interesting. Some people cry on stage. Like me, for instance. You know the broken hearts, we can't do me, no, what me?
Hey, Charlie.
Wicked.
How do we get to be a part?
I'm giving your viewers 5
tickets.
5 tickets.
Nice one.
VIP invitations. So
wow.
If they're watching right now, they should just WhatsApp their name, and then their ticket will be reserved. First come, first serve. First 10 minutes, close.
Yeah, closey.
Yeah, so 020-337-9862. 020-337-9862. Just WhatsApp your name.
That's it.
Passes. But the ticket is 100 cedis regular, then the VIP is 200 cedis.
Oh, saying and no boy in
Oh, no. And also that form 5.
That form common.
You want the table to, because it's pre-vows day. Maybe on vows day you'll be busy. So you want to have pre-vows with your lover. The same number, get your table.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very nice. 020-337-9862. Sharp.
Beautiful. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Before you go, your top 5 comedians now.
5.
No, Ghana. Don't put yourself in there. You are retired.
Top 5. So when we do the top 5 and all those kind of ratings, it's based on who is the most active now and not who he or she has achieved some years back. So active top 5. Obi Lexi is still running. Still running
So 2.
like fire. I will add, for the sake of the fact that they do their yearly one-man shows, I'll put Jacinta, Foster, and then I'll add this young guy called
Kwame Obed.
Yeah, he's young and he's flying. He's really working very hard. And also special mentions to Anzi, who is he is a nurse. Yeah, but what Pania? It's one straight.
Nice one, man.
Ranzi, Chemical, James Brown. James Brown, that's Ghana, Germany. So I'm sure by now he's in Germany speaking Utzkeit,
Good
morning and all of that. Bring yourself. Papayao's working, doing amazing. Kojo PJ, Jerry the Sniper. They are all a team on some TV show. And Mela Greg is also doing well. Kwame Danso. There's one guy called Uncle Sam. Uncle Kobe is also on the next comedy show. TK is a Nigerian boy, but you know he's scared to go back to Nigeria because of economic hardship. Parrot Mouth, also doing amazing. But for when you say top 5, it includes your one-man show. Parrot even does a yearly one. Okay, top 5. Lexi, Obi, Jacinta, Foster, Parrot. Because of the yearly shows they do.
So it's based on their yearly shows?
Yeah, because that's what keeps you relevant. And then special mention to the rest.
Okay, all right. DKB, thank you so much for coming through. It's been a pleasure having you. And
I thought we were going to discuss my pictures.
Please. So, and Yabeba, we know, and we'll come 6th of February. If you know, what you going to do?
Me? Nothing. Because the cats don't know the way. I fornicate, the angels don't respond to my request. What would you have mother?
Man, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show too as well. It's been a blessing. And this is the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Kojo Dasibo. We'll see you same time tomorrow. God bless.